Hey everybody, I'm here with my very dear pal Mikey, and this is the insides of a Siel Cruise synthesizer. We're basically spending this week going through all of my stuff and trying our best to service and repair any little glitches and gremlins. So I thought this video could be just you guys hanging out with us as we try to fix all this stuff. So the first thing with this thing was that the mono section, for anyone who doesn't know how this thing works, it's two sections. There's a mono section and a poly section, and you can basically choose whereabouts on the keyboard those appear. And the mono section was only playing one note the same. Didn't matter which key you would press, it was playing the same note. And it turned out that was on the portamento fader. It was some broken traces on the back of here, so we've just jumpered those to basically bypass the PCB, and that's working very nicely again. The only other thing that's not working on this is the vibrato section of the mono section, which also feels, I mean, these faders feel totally knackered. It would be nice to replace those, but they are hidden behind this incredible Blade Runner looking circuit board inside. It's so cool the way that it just opens out like this. It's really excellent. So we're debating whether or not to risk just taking this board out. These do seem to come off pretty easily, these little ribbon cables. I think if we're very careful we can actually just take that board out. What do you think, Mikey?
Yeah, check it out. And then we can see if perhaps we can find a replacement fader, or yeah, if we see anything obvious on the other side that's indicating that there's something more broken.
Yeah.
But very carefully, because the whole thing seems extremely fragile.
Scary.
But I mean, fairly obvious.
It's quite obvious. Just that one. Should we mark that one? That's the top one. T for top. Less wiggling. Bloody hell.
Okay.
Okay, the ribbon cables are off, but helpfully they've decided to hold this on with little miniature nuts. Funny to work on something that just feels so like delicate, like it's just going to fall to pieces. It's very brittle, all the plastic on this. Where's that box?
Baked in the Italian sun.
It does feel like it would have cost an absolute fortune when it came out. You know?
When did it come out?
I don't know.
I mean, it depends. If there were other really crazy synths at the time, then it could have been a kind of more of a, a synth that seemed
Budget
really
kind of thing. Right, we have the board out, and there are a couple of faders which they're a bit knackered. They're kind of wobbly, sort of loose feeling. And we've just been down to Malmo to the electronics store, very cool place. They don't have any because clearly this is from like 45 years ago. So what we thought we would do, we got some solder wick, because when we were doing this one, the traces, I think they were already broken, like the traces on the PCB, but this is super fragile. I think that's just the way it is with these old synths. So we got some solder wick so that we can desolder these faders very carefully, hopefully without damaging any of the traces, and we will actually try and fix these broken faders, take it to bits. Maybe we have to 3D print something inside. There's a little plastic block there. We're just going to try and like service these faders, see if we can't fix them up and make them work. Right, are we ready, Mikey?
I hope so.
Okay, let's see how we do. Yeah, let's desolder these faders and investigate inside.
Full visual inspection. Every single solder point should be visually inspected. Make sure you inhale as much of that as possible.
You're not very careful.
What do you mean?
I'm gonna try. I should be doing this.
What?
With my new glasses.
Here, let me get a few bit more of the globs of solder off.
Okay.
And you gotta try to lift it. There. I think it's free now. Okay, there's one.
Oh, they're soldered together.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Oh. What's underneath?
Just a little picture.
A picture. Right.
This tiny screw.
Save that over there. I'll just
Yeah, you just undo those tabs.
undo these tabs. There you go, it says 10k on it. And it also has a maker's mark, Noble. There you go. That doesn't sound very Italian. So maybe these are American ones. Shit, do we know which way round it went?
Doesn't really matter. Show us what it is.
Right, so the single wiper goes onto this silver thing, and the other wiper goes onto the carbon thing.
Yep.
Now then, why? Okay, that is wobbly because it's worn out. So yeah, the reason this doesn't work very good is only because this has just worn away. So now, what's the easiest solution to this, other than having to 3D print an entire new thing? That's probably the original height there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think we can add this thing, something like that, just under 3 mil deep, 2.8 mil deep, 2.8 mil. Again. So that's 2.5 millimeters. So okay, we've been debating about this for a while. Didn't show it on camera because it was just too heated, but I'm not sure if you can see this, but what we're going to try and do is we're going to try and trim off this kind of ragged edge round, and not sure if you're going to see this on the computer, but we're going to try to 3D print a little hat to go on here, which will basically restore this edge all the way around. Who knows if this is going to work? What do you think, man?
It's there's a chance it works.
There's a chance. We're going to try it. He who dares wins. Pretty bloody tasty. Okay, the reaction from Mikey seems to be very impressed. It does seem pretty good. I'm wondering, I think that other little wiper in there could be a little higher.
Show us in your hand how it looks. Just a piece.
That?
Yeah.
It's just a tiny little guy. I mean, it's amazing. Like if you see the lines, how thin that is printing. It literally is 0.2 of a millimeter. I mean, I think it's going to be all right. I think we just got to glue that on. And I'm just thinking about that wiper, that back wiper. It needs to stick up a bit more.
We need a macro lens.
But we should check it inside before we glue it. That's better. They're all sticking out, but let's just test it in here. It's pretty good.
Not much play?
Not much play. I mean, obviously it's not connected yet, but it slides quite nicely.
It stays on even without it glued still.
It's a tiny bit of a wobble, but I think we could have gone. Maybe for the next one, let's go a tiny little bit deeper.
A little taller, you mean?
A little taller, because you can see it's
Yeah.
it could do with being like 0.2 of a mil deeper. But I think this is fine. I think we can go ahead with this. We can commit to this one, should we?
Yeah.
Fuck it. I bet there's some like amazing high-end applicator for super glue. Which one can buy? Not sure if we even touched that bit, but actually got some accelerator spray. Never mind.
I suck at filming because I always take my hands off. I still watch it and the camera's like there.
But how do we know which? Well, okay, we can figure it out. Are you filming?
Yeah.
Okay, so the issue is we forgot when we measured all this. We forgot that in here needed to be this little kind of spring. It's all covered in switched lubricant now, but this little spring basically keeps some downward pressure, and that adds some thickness. So this is now too thick. So we either need to just try and cut off a little bit of that, which is quite tricky, or we can try and just break this off now and print another one, and we'll take off. Because you can see it just sticks above.
Can't really see it on the camera.
Yeah, it just sticks above the edge there. So I think we can just reprint this now, and we'll just take off. Well, it's two. You can see it's like 2 layers. So I think 0.4 mil. Take off 0.4 mil, I reckon.
Yeah.
But the question is, can we just break this off now? isopropyl alcohol. Give it a good clean. Back to the drawing board. Okay, bad news. I was just putting it all back together, having reprinted a slightly shallower foot, and I just gave it one last little wipe, and the carbon strip basically just disintegrated. I'm not sure whether that's because I put isopropyl alcohol on there again, or maybe it's just because it's really old and buggered, but yeah, that's kaput, that one. But we have had a stroke of luck because there is another control on here which seems to be kind of a bit sort of lame, and it's animator amount, which is here, and I say we're lucky that this pot is the same value as the one that's just broken. So I think, I mean, the animator thing on this, it's kind of cool, but it's also actually the kind of thing that you don't really need an amount. You just kind of want it on or off because it's very subtle, and it's basically like a kind of chorus. So I say we just hardwire it on full all the time.
Yeah, we just put a resistor of that value across the...
Yeah, we'll just put that on full all the time, and then you just switch it on or off, and it's just a thing. We just have to live with that, and then we can try again.
How does that one feel?
It's the first one on the green. It's that one.
That one feels great.
Okay, so we'll just swap that out. But we will repair this other one as well, which is the depth, isn't it?
That's the speed of the LFO.
No, that's the resonance. The speed is the first one. The speed is the outer one.
What's this one?
Speed.
Yeah. What's this? This one's
Resonance. Yeah, the resonance
That's
is
the resonance.
fucked.
Okay.
So we should fix the resonance one.
Speed is fine.
Speed's fine. So it's just the resonance, and we'll swap out the animator, put it in there.
I mean, at least the resonance works, though. Are you sure you want to fuck with it if it works?
Well, then it was the speed that wasn't working properly.
It was the depth of the LFO that wasn't working at all. You'd have to really hold it down to something.
Okay.
Let's do one at a time.
Yeah. So what should we do first?
I think we should take the animator out.
Okay.
And swap it.
Okay.
This one.
Yeah. Is the transplant complete, Doctor?
It's complete, but we'll have to wake him up and see if he still behaves as normal.
Yeah, this is the scary bit. Okay. Just going to look for that little standoff thing that fell in here somewhere. Found it. I can't believe I broke that fucking thing, man.
That is electronics 101.
Definitely.
You do all this insane work to like solve this one problem, and at the last step you just screw it by just forgetting about another thing.
Sorry. There's one. Was that one there?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, T was the top, right, yeah.
I mean, that's the thing also, like, I'm not, like, I think it's really cool to have an electronics ability that gets you able to deal with this kind of stuff, and then you can save the really hot shit for the pros.
Yeah.
You can still take care of a lot on your own. Glad to see the moment of truth, Elsa.
What? The moment of truth?
Yeah. Whether everything we just did was a complete waste of time.
Okay.
Give it a minute.
Well, that light doesn't come on, but.
The vibrato works.
Oh, hang on, it's on a preset. Shit. I mean, it does feel a bit rough.
It's the warning to not turn the resonance too high.
But it's working, dude.
And we've got great. We have this. The vibrato sucks. We all that. All that effort for it just sounds terrible.
That's the end of the video.